The first thing to wear out on your trampoline, I bet, will be the safety enclosure net. But lucky for you, it's easy to replace, so watch this video, then you'll be an ace. Should I rhyme the entire video? I kind of like that. Alright everybody, what's up? This is Jeff Smith and this is Fun Sized Adventures, which is our family vlog all about breaking down the barriers that keep families from getting outdoors together. Today's the next episode in our backyard series for this year, where we are going to set back up our trampoline, but we're not going to give you the full instructions. We already have a video for that, which we will link down into the description. As you saw in our video last year, the first thing to wear out is the safety net. And luckily for you and for me, this is something that is easily purchased on Amazon. It was about 60 bucks. Considering the overall price of the trampoline isn't bad, when this is going to make sure your kids are safe. Now, when I was a kid, we didn't have a net on our trampoline, and it was never a problem, but also we were older than my kids currently are, and we just kind of had a healthy respect for the edge of the trampoline and didn't want to fall off it. Didn't want to get that spring between your legs, because that is not fun. But especially with younger kids and with kids who are used to the net being there, they almost treat it as like another bounce surface. They'll run at the net and bounce off. If the net has a rip in it, they're gonna go flying through. So you don't wanna leave a ripped net up there. You wanna replace it. Today we're gonna show you how, so stay tuned. So hopefully you've been on top of things and taken your mat off for the winter, because you don't want that to wear out and you don't wanna have to keep shoveling snow off of it. First step we're gonna do is spread this out in the center here. Now you can see this is a big section where the net is still attached here, where it attaches to the mat, but it is ripped off right along that seam. So here's how you're gonna take the old one off. You just gotta pop these little triangles that the spring's attached to through the slits, and just keep doing that and work your way all the way around. There's 96 of them on this trampoline. So we got the old net all detached, so you guys wind that up in a ball and take it away and catch a bear or something. The secret added bonus to making all these videos about setting the yard stuff up is that sooner or later, these kids will be big enough to just watch these videos and do all this stuff themselves. So now we got our new net, which we will throw into the center like this. Wow! Oh, too far. It doesn't really matter how you line it up now, because you can always rotate the mat once this is on to make sure your doorway lines up with where you want your doorway to line up with. So now you basically pick a spot. We're gonna try to line it up right about here. You pop your first triangle through. Can I do it with one hand? Yes. All right, now you're just gonna work your way around from there, making sure that you don't miss any.
What do you do?
Ethan's getting the last couple. That took about 8 minutes for the two of us to do.
3,000 minutes. Yeah,
the only thing you really want to make sure that you get right is this warning sticker is going to be on the outside. So as long as you didn't put it on inside out, you should be golden.
What's that sign for?
It's for legal purposes, so that people understand that they could get hurt on it. Because you could get hurt doing pretty much anything. And if you ask me, that kind of goes without saying. Everything can kill you in the proper amount. Yeah, the kids could barely wait to get in there. But one thing I wanted to mention was when you're connecting the net to the mat, like I said, it doesn't matter where you start on the mat, as long as it's all on there and all the holes line up. But when you're connecting the mat with the springs, you want to make sure the door lines up with a pole that doesn't have an upright on it, because that's the way that your connectors up here will line up with the tops of the poles. The one thing I noticed with the brand new net was the old one was 6 years old, so it was a little bit more stretched out and it was easier to get on there. This new one isn't stretched out yet, so it's a lot tighter, a lot more difficult to get up there, but it's not too small. You just need to stretch it a little bit harder than you're used to.
You need to jump with us. Super hard.
And you can see this blue mat here, this spring cover, has seen better days. This will probably be what we replace next year when we set up our trampoline. But all in all, this trampoline is 6 years old. It's been holding up great. and we've gotten so much use out of it. Left it up from April to November every year, and the kids really enjoy it. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already, and like this video if you found it helpful. And until next time, go out there and have a fun-sized adventure of your own. Remember a couple weeks ago we set the slack line up and I couldn't do it? Well, I did some research and I'm gonna practice, and by the end of the summer, I'm gonna get it.
Once we were at Bubby's house, how they don't got a net over it, I was coming off it and then I fell off it, but my legs sure caught on it, and Bubby and Grandpa came running fast, and I'm glad they caught me.